Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. I am now officially 41 years of age today, and thank you for the birthday messages I've already been receiving previously over the last few days. Now, guys, we shared a story 2 days ago. It seemed to be a very popular story about a guy who was married back in Ireland with 4 kids. He came to Thailand, went to Pattaya, lied to his wife on what he was doing, and he got with a 18-year-old girl on soy 6. Now, the story was very interesting because it goes to show exactly what these women do to try and generate as much money as they possibly can from older foreign men that come here and fall in love with them. So it's very interesting. Now, he's been reading your comments and he sent me an email in because he noticed one particular comment that was talking about his passport and how his wife could find out by looking at his passport. So he just wanted to share this bit of an update with you, and then we can get on to today's story about another bipolar mental Thai girl that went and travelled abroad to this guy's home country and exactly what happened. And I've heard this kind of story many times. Don't take a Thai woman back home. Right, guys, so in regards to the story that we presented 2 days ago, hiya Dan, just some heads up about some guy commenting on the story saying my wife would see the Thai stamp on my passport for the second trip. My passport was nearly out of date, so I knew I would have to get a new passport soon. So I hid my passport until I applied and got a new passport. Then I destroyed it as it would eventually get me caught. I know some question the validity of the story, but unfortunately for me, it's 100% true. As some said, you couldn't make this up. We all do stupid, crazy and that was my attempt at stupidity. I'm a lot more educated and resistant now. Cheers, Dan. Right, guys, so let's jump into today's story about yet another bipolar mental Isaan woman, and basically what happened when he brought her back to his country. Are you back, mate, for your cameo again? Yeah? You're gonna wave and then we crack on. Say hello. Good boy. Go play. Right, let's get on with today's story. He's currently got loads of teeth coming through, so it's going to be a crazy birthday today because I know he's in a lot of pain and he keeps sucking his fingers and stuff, so going to be a tough day. But luckily I don't really celebrate birthdays anymore since I came to Thailand, so it's okay. Right, let's crack on, guys. Hi Dan, where do I start? I have been travelling to Thailand for about 13 years. I was married for 20 plus years to a woman in the UK. We got divorced and I was at a loose end for a while until one of my pals said, "Why don't you come to Thailand?" I ended up going with him and I'd done a bit of research before I went and was talking to a woman in the northeast of Thailand. So my pal and I went, and he went straight to Pattaya and I went to Udon Thani airport to be picked up by a stunning teacher. I'd met this woman on the internet and we stayed in contact for a while, but she wanted a house within 1 week and also she wanted to upgrade her pickup to a newer model. I went home with my head in a spin thinking, I like this place. So I was back in Bangkok within 2 months, meeting another woman from the internet who worked in a big department store in Bangkok. I stayed with her for 6 months when she told me she was pregnant. Oh my God, she told me she was on the pill, but she said she forgot to take it for a while. I went back home and she carried on working. I was sending money each month to pay for the condo, and just before our baby was born, I came over to Thailand and we went to stay with her parents in a town in northeast of Thailand, Isaan. Our baby was born a few weeks later with me staying in the village home with the family. Again, I went back home with me sending money each month. Now, I went back to Thailand to be met in Bangkok airport with the three of us finally settling in Pattaya in a house on the dark side. All was going well until the arguments started. I took her to England a few times with our daughter, but there were always problems with her causing most of them. We stayed together until our daughter was 3 years old, then we separated. My daughter is now 8 years old and living with the family in Isaan, and her mother is married now and living in a new country. I go to see my daughter at least 2 times a year, with me sending money each month for her upkeep. We talk every few days on the Line application and she is thriving there, so I'm very happy about this. Okay, so let's fast forward a few years. I was still going to Thailand, with me doing a lot of travelling, which I really enjoy. I usually had a travelling companion with me for recreational means. I was still looking for the special one, and I met a lovely lady, 37 years old, who worked for the Thailand government's tourism section. She had been out of the country numerous times selling Thailand to various countries, and we got on like a house on fire, and we travelled many places together. I told her from the start that I would never get married again in my life, and my time would mostly be in Thailand. She said she was happy with this, and she would wait for me to come to Thailand every few months. So, after about 2 years, I said, "Do you want to come to the UK for a holiday?" Which she gladly accepted. We did the visa ourselves, as I had done a few holiday visas for my ex with the baby. It's really easy to do the visa if you don't lie and have all the evidence of your time together: photos, air tickets, train tickets, and the most used, Western Union. I went to Thailand to meet her and had a bit of a holiday before we went back to the UK together. The first 2 weeks were brilliant, visiting my family and my friends, who all seemed to really like her. Well, after the honeymoon period of the first couple of weeks, she started getting a bit crazy, arguing all the time, breaking things in my home, keeping me away all night, saying I love my ex more than me and that I haven't taken her anywhere for visits. She had only been in the country 3 weeks and wanted to visit everywhere. It was getting crazy. She was trying to break things and physically fight me all the time.
Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest!
After about 4 weeks of this, I said, enough now. I booked her a flight back to Thailand. I asked my mate to take her to the airport, as I didn't ever want to see this crazy lady again. She got home and started bombarding me on various chat platforms, saying how sorry she was and it was the contraceptive pill that she got from the doctor that had sent her crazy. I said no for many weeks before I gave in to her pleas. Also, her sister was contacting me, who was telling me it would never happen again. She had 5 months left on her holiday visa, so she borrowed 30,000 baht to fly back to my home, and she was like a different person when she came back. And she stayed here for a further 3 months. We carried on with a long distance relationship, with me going back to Thailand many more times. I had fallen for her, and she eventually persuaded me to marry her and do a spouse visa for her to come to settle in the UK. She finally came to the UK in December 2019 and quickly got a job in a local factory cleaning. She loves having her own money and independence. I bought her a new car in February 2020, and I also had a vasectomy so no more kids would come along. She worked at the factory until July. There were a few Thai women working there also, whom she became friends with, going to various houses each week to eat Thai food. Now, she came home one day and said a Thai lady in the local market was looking for a Thai lady to help her full time, which she wanted to do. She started working there, and she was only there for a few weeks when she got put on furlough, full salary from the UK government because of COVID. She went back working around about October 2020, then put on furlough again in November the same year. Then she started acting strange around this time and was going out shopping a lot on her own, or so I thought. Now, I could work in my job throughout COVID, so I was out all the time. I used to set off to work at 7:45 every morning, and in early December, she was back at work, and one morning I went downstairs at around 6 a.m, and I was making a drink and heard her moving about in our bedroom. So I went upstairs to see if she wanted a coffee. I opened the bedroom door to find her with her head under the quilt playing on her phone in the dark. I said, "What are you doing?" with her reply stating she was playing on YouTube. I had a feeling for a few days she was up to no good, so I asked her to pass me her phone, and it turned out she was actually on WhatsApp talking to an Asian butcher from the local market. I read the text and felt sick. I asked her to come downstairs and let's see what's going on. She followed me downstairs, very sheepish, and we started arguing, with her saying he is only a friend. But with what was written on WhatsApp, I told her, "You're more than just friends." She went to work with my head in bits. However, she left her phone at home and her iPad, so I went through them both, finding out what they had been up to while I was out working. I had dropped her off at work in the morning of finding this out about her, talking to this man, and in the afternoon I took the car back to the dealership and they bought it back from me with only £800 for me to pay for the paperwork to be changed. I went to pick her up from work in my van. The first thing she said was, "Where is her car?" Not an ounce of remorse for what she had been doing for the last 6 weeks. We argued all the way home and hours into the evening, with eventually me saying, "You have to go," again. She went to stay with her boss Thai lady for about 10 days, with me falling soft again and letting her come home just before Christmas. All was okay over Christmas and New Year, but in February she started being crazy again and wanting to fight and argue all the time. I told her to leave mid-February, so she again went to stay with a Thai lady. She lost many friends in my town with the heinous things she had done to me after being in the country for just 11 months. One of her ex-friends rang me one night in July to say my ex had gone to the police to say that I had been controlling her and breaking her phone. Now I thought nothing of it until October the 14th when the police came to arrest me on said charge. So I was taken to the local police station and questioned for around 2 hours, with my phone being taken away as evidence and released on bail. I had the worst Christmas ever with this hanging over me. On the 28th of December, the police lady in charge rang me to say there would be no further action. It was a mental experience I'd wish on nobody. I knew at the time that after we separated that her visa from me is finished and she has to apply for a new visa of her own. Now the only two options are a chef visa or getting your partner on a controlling and coercive conviction. She tried the latter, but the police didn't believe all her lies. Now I also found out from the Thai friend from her village who lent her the 30,000 baht to travel back to the UK to finish her holiday visa that the ex has been bipolar since being a child. Now that explains a lot. I have many friends here in Northern England who are with Thais. Not one of my friends is in a normal relationship. The moral of the story is don't bring a Thai lady to your country. 89% of relationships fail, which is fact. Wow guys, another crazy Thailand story. This guy has been very, very unlucky, and another guy that's had a child with a Thai lady and it's not worked out. From a lot of the emails and messages I've been receiving from subscribers, I have noticed that a lot of men have been stating to me that the ex or even the current woman that they're with seems to have mental issues, bipolar, mood swings, acting like a child, etc. And it does seem to be quite popular, especially for Isaan women that they're dating. When I've spoken to my Thai friends that have got good jobs, they basically they keep stating to me that these poor Thai women from poor families in Isaan tend to all be the same, all have emotional problems, bipolar disorder, and will eat the foreigners' money as best as they can, and even the Thai guys' money as best as they can. And that's why normal hard-working Thai men will not normally get involved in relationships with these poor Isaan women, because they come with a lot of issues. Now, also another trend is when guys are taking women back to their own home country, it also we seem to have so many similar stories where it'll be okay for a few weeks and then everything will go Pete Tong and get a little crazy. And it all tends to be their mood swings. They have this idea of being able to go to your country and have an amazing time and go and see the sights, etc. And they don't respect or even think that, yeah, you have to work, you have to make money, you don't have as much free time. Back in Europe, everybody works bloody hard to make their money. They can't just gallivant around the country and show you all the sights so you can put it on your social media and bloody show off to all your Thai friends back at home, because that's what these women like to do. We've all had plenty of experience of what they're like with the social media accounts. They live for showing off to other people, which is very crazy because I'm not like a big social media guy, so it does annoy me. And every single one of my exes, apart from one, was super into the social media and always showing highly filtered photos of themselves. And always, if they go anywhere, they want to take a good photo and share it on the Facebook so they look like they're having the best of time, when in reality, not so much. Now guys, if you've had a similar experience, then please put your comments down below and share it with everybody. And if you want to take the time out to type up your own story with whatever's happened to you here in Thailand, good, bad or ugly, then please get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Right, I really need to go and take care of my son. He's very, very, very hard work at the moment. He's getting a lot of new teeth that are coming through. So I think he's in pain. So it's very difficult for him right now. So that's why I didn't make a video yesterday. And it's been quite a struggle to make this video today. But the show must go on. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, ciao for now.